What's up, YouTube? It's your girl, Shar. Come here with me. Come here with me. Yes, honey, you get the picture. What up, checkmates? Make it do what it do, what it do. If you are not understanding the assignment, child, I am sick as I don't know what. But I wanted to be a woman of my word and pop through today for you guys because if you can see, I kept changing the time because I really don't feel good. I don't know what it is that continues to allow me to be sick. I don't know if it's from work or what, but I've been sick twice in the last 30 days. So I'm just going to try to take precaution when I go to work. Maybe I do need to wear a mask or something of that nature because I am extremely sick. But I am giving God all the glory, anyways. All right. I didn't sleep with you last night. None of y'all last night. Tell him again, Miss Nina. Tell him again, honey. Yes, I love it. Um, is it Astana? Hi, how are you? Oh, wait, Astan. I don't know. I'm gonna mess your name up, but welcome to the chat. Welcome to the chat, Miss Linda. I see you, baby. I see you. And on Andre, hi. How are you? Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the chat. Tracy, hi. How are you? And welcome to the chat. Welcome to the chat. Lewis, hi, how are you? And welcome to the chat. Demeter in the building, make it do what it do, what it do. Carmel girl, what's up, babes? What's up? Anybody sleep with you last night? What's up? Claudia in the building, what's up? 56 in the chat. Y'all go ahead and hit that like button. If you are not subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. Because I promise you, you will not be disappointed. Z says, good afternoon. What's up, Z? Make it do what it do, what it do. Lit Tamara, hi, how are you? Child of God in the building, make it do what I do, what I do. Let's see. Joyce in the building. What's up? Sarita in the building. Miss Shar, hope you are feeling better soon. I can appreciate it times 10. I will. Yo says, I hope you feel better soon. I like it. I like it. I like it. Thank you. Reno in the building. Make it do what it do, what it do. Joyce, I think I said hello, but if I didn't, I'm saying hello again, babes. How are you? And welcome to the chat. Listen, guys, if you guys remember last time I was live, I told you guys that I will be in Connecticut visiting my son on tomorrow. However, I am not feeling well. I'm not in the business of making nobody sick more than I need to. And the other piece of that I didn't mention, I didn't want to mention it, is because I was coming down for a Melody concert on tomorrow. I wanted to be a support there. I did inbox Melody and tell her, hey, I got a son that goes to school in Connecticut. Would it be okay if you give me the times? And she said, she directed me where to go. And I was able to do that and purchase these tickets. Nothing exclusive, just regular seating tickets. I think I paid like $25 for them for a friend and myself. So if anybody is interested in the Connecticut area, Melody will be there on tomorrow at 7:30. Those tickets has already been purchased. It's two of them. You guys are more than welcome to DM me over on Instagram. I'll repeat this again when the live is over. Um, DM me on Instagram, and the first two you can have them. And I pray that you guys enjoy it. I really, really wanted to go down to see her, and I was going to utilize that time to spend with my son, but neither of that is happening because I am just not feeling well at all. And I have to take care of me first, right? So ultimately, I pray that she has a good experience as always, as anybody else would as well, and that she just do what she do. Okay. All right. That's awesome. Tracy says, I pray that you get better. Thank you, Tracy. I can appreciate it. We'll pray for you, Shar. Absolutely. I didn't see nobody give me a prayer request in my inbox. So remember that we already started our praise and lift section of the chat. And I know last time I was live, it was Miss Linda and J28. J28 is doing some additional testing for something that she is trusting in God for. So we definitely want to keep her in our prayers. And Miss Linda has been experiencing some type of grief repeatedly. And it's not always easy to accept grief, let alone digest it. Grief happen in waves, so we just never know when it's going to be over, and it's never really over. You just become get to a state where you're able to accept the death of your loved ones, right? So we are definitely keeping her in our prayer. And if anybody else want me to uplift you, I am a child of God. I think child of God, is that the right name? Let me make sure I got the right name, honey, because I don't want to be messing up anybody's name, but definitely we are lifting child of, oh yeah, child of God. All right, we're lifting her up, her son up as well. If you guys gave me permission to share, I would, but I'm not in the business of sharing anybody's business. But we are definitely lifting these three individuals up. If anybody else have a prayer request, hit me up in my DM at Healthy Living with Char on Instagram, and I definitely will add you guys to it because we all got something we're trying to heal from or get through, right? So that's that. Hello, Shar and chat. Prayers going up for you and my sisters. Yes, I love that, Victoria. How are you, babes? Welcome to the chat. Elderberry and wait a minute, and vitamin D3 slash K2 is good for your healing. Thank you, Joyce. I appreciate you. Appreciate that. Thank you so much. I'm definitely going. I had some Theraflu. I had some Tylenol around the clock. My sister making me drink this Theraflu because I don't do medicine, honey. You can't tell me that they ain't trying to take me out of here early with medicine. So I would sit and let it pass before I take anything. But my body is extremely sore and I just don't feel good at all. So I don't want to be on my healingologist stuff today. Let's just use wisdom and get me some medicine so I can feel better, honey. Hey, somebody's mama. What's up, babes? Make it do what it do, what it do. Janetti's in the building. Ada in the building. Make it do what it do, what it do. All right, 81 people in the chat. We done talked enough. We done talked enough. Listen. All right, shout out to Kimmy because I know that we haven't talked about it here on YouTube, but I did see that she did an interview about breast cancer. I forget the young lady's name, but she did an interview about breast cancer, getting people aware, and the young lady was saying that she appreciate her for the small donation. So Kimmy decided that she was going to donate the money to this organization. So shout out to her for the big work that she is doing. It's something when you can take what you have and make a masterpiece out of it, right? So we're talking about somebody, aside from who she is on the show, right? Like realistically, right? We're talking about somebody who's been diagnosed um, with I don't even want to say the exact name because I don't want to be wrong. But she's been diagnosed and she's dealing with it, right? She had chemo, she overcame this, she overcame that, and now she took her story and is sharing her story, how to get checked, how long you need to do, what to feel for. So shout out to her because I felt like that was an amazing route to go. And while the interview was like 45 minutes, I really could not sit through it because I'm not feeling well. But I encourage you guys to go over to her page where the poster is, and go check the video out because as women, we have to know what to check for in our body, when to get the mammograms done. And a lot of us just do not get checked. We don't think it is important, and God forbid it's too late, right? So definitely go check that out. So shout out to Kimmy for that. My son is graduating from college on May 13th. Pray that he is able to find a job. What's the major, yo? I am interested to know. What's up? What's the major? Tell it like it is. I love some what? Okay, accomplishments. I love it. Rehab says happy Saturday, Shar Chat, Miss Linda. Hi, how are you, sweets? How are you? No one can tell you how or how long to grieve. Say it again. Prayers for Sister Linda and all who needs. Thank you. I appreciate that, child of God. Um, it's a teaching moment that will help many, absolutely. And I really wish I was feeling better to intake, and I will go back and listen to it at a later time because y'all know my philosophy: garbage in, garbage out, which is hence to why I added More Than Love and Marriage Huntsville to my platform, because sometimes it could be a little bit too much to take in. And then we start to be biased, right? And we start to pick people's sides, and it's really not supposed to be like that. When you're doing content, you're supposed to go speak on it and get up out of there, okay? Sometimes we stay into it too long, then we start to many worship people and people become our many gods. It's going to be a no for me, right? While I respect you, I don't have to worship you, all right? So I think we're going to be learning that over here in the checkmate section, that we can support any type of castmate that we want to, as long as we don't start to worship the individual, right? Because that's a problem for me. I don't know about y'all, but I don't want to worship anybody, but I can respect your position. I can respect where you're coming from. I can respect where you've gotten to, right? But I don't want anybody to become my many gods, because then I wonder what my father would feel about me worshiping man. Ooh, that would be a problem in itself. But I said what I said, right? Thank you, Valerie, for clearing that up for me. Triple negative breast cancer. Thank you. Go Kimmy. I am 5 year survivor. If you are over 45, please get your mammogram. And if you're set 45, please check your breast monthly. Thank you, Valerie, for confirming that. I did not want to be wrong because sis, I don't like to be wrong. Miss Nina says, yes, I agree. I got my mammogram last year because of Kimmy. Wow, look at that. I love to hear that, because we focus on the show so much that we don't think of these realistic moments or these private moments that they are sharing with us. That had to be hard in itself, right? So you coming from this reality TV star who's everybody's watching, and then boom, something like this that you have no control over. Who's going to spin the narrative which way? Do you deserve it or you don't? And you just have to deal with it, right? So I definitely didn't want to start this live without saying shout out to her, right? Cricket22 says, hey, Shar and everyone in the chat. What's up, Cricket22? Child of God says, I totally agree. Congratulations. Um, Congratulations at Valerie. Sexy Mama says, hello. Hi, Sexy Mama. How are you? Um, Art with emphasis on graphic designs and sketching. Okay, okay. Well, send him my way. He could practice on me. Okay. Tell him to send him my way because I believe in supporting our babies. All right. So send him my way. And I'm not about cheating nobody. Okay. Because I wouldn't want nobody to do it to mine. We like to pay people their worth. So send him my way. But I am definitely lifting up his prayer. Hey, yo, if you are following me on Instagram and sincerely, send me his name because I definitely want to add him to the prayer box. Because this is a season where the enemy tells our children um, that you're done now. There's no more work left for you to do. But that is a lie from the pit of hell and the truth not in it, right? So we have to be willing and able to uplift them on the outskirts. And we must have enough village around us to do the same thing that we are doing with lifting them up in prayer. So definitely send me that young man name. I do want to separately pray for him. Definitely. Um, Okay, okay, okay. Hi, and thank you for all of you. Do you bring us the deets? Patrina, hi, how are you? And welcome to the chat. Welcome to the chat. Um, Good. Hey, Cheryl, how are you? Welcome to the chat. Feel better, mama. Thank you so much. 105 in the chat. Y'all hit that like button. All right, listen. Let's start. Let's start. Let's start. I think I did enough accolades. Listen, if you are here, you have not hit the like button, go ahead. Let's start with Melody. Melody is out here doing what she do, guys. You know that she was at an event sometime last week, if not a little bit later than that. During that event, she was celebrating a family member in her hometown, and she was speaking of how good it felt to be back home and how she needed that. Um, and Lord knows I probably didn't even upload it. But she definitely was speaking about how well she needed that. And I believe at one of the cousins' events, she had even the kids with her there supporting this individual. And shout out to her because at that time of her being at this family event, she was a lot of social media garbage was going on, right? She was able to push that to the side and focus on what was at her face, right? Which would have been her cousin's celebration. And I love how she can support anybody, whether they on her level or they not. I love that about her. And even I see a lot of the cast members also supporting their people because there's something wrong with people that only want to win. That's something wrong with them, right? That's just like family members maybe wanting you to drown because they don't want you where they at. They want to know why they stand at a standstill because you don't want nobody else to win. That is a problem in itself, right? Help somebody else build a home like you did from scratch. Because the reality of that is help somebody else get a job that you got with a background that you ain't think you could get. Send somebody else with a background. Give them the same chance that God has given you. Don't try to keep all those jewels to yourself. That is so annoying. Okay. So today, Melody posted a post of, you ain't the GOAT until you lose it all. Watch everything fall apart. Stand up, hold your head up high, grind, take chances, and get it all back. And that is her testimony in itself. And y'all know I ain't lying. Okay, we watched her hit rock bottom. Even the little things that we didn't know that she kept a secret. Listen, the reality of that is she did it. And guess what? She ain't do it alone, but she trusted God in the process. So we are thanking God for that in the moment that she is in. We listen when you can reflect on the things that you have been through and you know that it came from nobody but God. And this is what happened when you have favor stored up in you. When you have favor stored up in you, even if you made a little hiccup, you might have called somebody a couple names behind the scenes that you ain't think nobody heard. God will still allow you to win because it's your heart that He deals with, and her heart has been pure. At least what we've been able to see. Anything else other than that, I haven't seen. I don't look at her, and I got a really good deal of discernment, right? I don't look at her and be like, "Oh, she's evil." I don't look at her and get that. I give she has a pleasant spirit. I give that she's willing to give. I give that she's willing to let people learn. Even her property preservation classes she has. That is taking what she's learned and want to help build her brothers and her sisters. That is amazing. So shout out to Melody for the season that she is in. We know she posted earlier, honey, that she out here with her babe. Okay, and her babe knows that she likes late night drives, and she also likes last minute vacays. Okay, so shout out to babe, whoever you are. Okay, that's keeping this young lady smiling. Shout out to you, but also for recognizing her worth. And you said, okay, she mine's now. What's the old saying? Another man trash is another man's treasure. All right. And that's exactly what it's looking like over here. He looked like he's secure with his and he know exactly what he has. So he's going to take care of the prize. Shout out to Melody's boo thing. Okay, whoever he is. We don't care to know. We just happy that she's happy. All right. So that's that. Okay. So I definitely wanted to reach out, talk about that. Let me see what y'all saying in the comments before we move along. Totally agree. Absolutely. Victoria says, good evening, everyone. Hi, J.A. Williams. Jay Williams, hi, how are you? And welcome to the chat. Welcome to the chat. I'm happy that she's still chasing happiness. Wait a minute, where'd it go? Here we go. I'm happy that she's still chasing happiness and peace away from Martell. Absolutely. And that's what happens when people become invisible to you. That's what I talk about God honoring your prayers, right? And why I didn't want to come here today, I felt like it was so profound for me to come because let me tell y'all, last week, I was struggling with something, and the Lord kept pulling and pulling and pulling. This is a side note, right? He kept pulling and pulling and pulling. And this is what I talk about the heart. And sometimes what you want, not even what you want, because that's not my situation, but what you think it is, it's not so. Right. So the title of the individual or the title of something will deceive you. Right. And I knew that I went to two church doors and the doors was not open. Right. So then my son dropped me off, and then they came back and get me, and I was determined because I felt God pulling on me to get to the church. I got to the church, and let me tell you something. They was having like a women's fellowship recap. And when they did the recap, these women was weeping and crying and weeping and crying. And the day before, my son and I was taking him to get a tattoo, and I drove by that parking lot, and I said, "Wow, they must be having something over there," not knowing what it was. But I can hear the reflection and what these young people, what these was young folks crying out to God, saying, "Lord, I had this bottled up for a long time," right? So the spirit was so heavy in general, right? But cross that. There was one young lady that got up there, and I knew what I was tuggling with when I got in the building, right? There was one young lady that got up there and she says, "Look, I don't know who this is for," right? She says, "But somebody relationship or past relationship is deceiving you." Woo, child. Y'all talking about snot, dirty, trifling, cry. That was me because I knew what I was stuck on and what I was dealing with privately, right? So I knew that God had me where I was supposed to be when I was supposed to be there. So that I say that to say, even in the moment of Melody trusting God in this process, she probably felt at some moment that she didn't know how she was gonna make it without a Marty Marr. Okay, I'm sure because that's just the way the enemy works. The enemy tells you that, oh, that's your soulmate. When dang going well, he done cheated, he done beat you the hell up. And I ain't saying this is her story. I'm just giving y'all examples, so don't take that and run with it, right? But he done beat you the hell up. He done blacked your eyes. He done convinced your children to go against the grain. He done plotted on you. He done hired the hitman for you. He done beat the hell out of you. And somehow the enemy will still tell you that's your soulmate. That is a lie from the pit of hell when the truth ain't in it. Okay? How the hell can he be his soulmate or he be your soulmates when he says treat your wife like Christ loved the church? Love your wife like Christ loved the church. So if I'm getting beat the hell up, that ain't how God loved the church. So how the hell is he my soulmate? That don't even make sense. So when you're going through these different phases in life, you're going through these different channels in life and these different transitions in life, because every breakup is a transition. Now you got to go from single or from married to single, from single back to married, because you got to know what plan God got set aside for you, right? But there's some different type of transitions that you're going to go through where you feel like you just ain't going to make it without the individual. You ain't going to be able to get the hell out the bed. You ain't going to be able to move. You ain't going to be able to go to work. You ain't going to be able to go to class. But somehow you're going to have enough Christ inside of you that you're able to speak life into yourself because nobody even know you're internally suffering. All right. So your friends can't call enough. Okay. Your kids can't check on you enough, okay? There's going to be something that you have enough Christ inside of you to say, Lord, I am hurting. Lord, I don't want to do this anymore. And the enemy will tell you, just lay here because he'll be back soon or she'll be back soon. That's a lie from the pit of hell. He ain't treat me like Christ inspired him to do, like Christ told him to do. And you have to stop settling for any and everything. If you want somebody to hold the door for you, that's not too much to ask for. If you want somebody to take you out on regular dates, that's not too much to ask for. If you want somebody to hold you at nighttime, that's not too much to ask for. If you want somebody to come in at a reasonable time, that's not too much to ask for. But the enemy will tell me you asking for some crazy stuff, Shar. No, your mama is. Your mama asking for some crazy stuff. But I say that I'm asking for nothing that is above what God has promised me. Okay, so I can just think back to where Melody went through this transition, right? And I can understand when the enemy was in her ear saying one thing, but she had enough Jesus in her and awaiting her life to know, Jesus ain't say that. I know I got to go one direction, but it ain't backwards. It ain't backwards. And that's why we got to get comfortable with the decisions that God is pulling us to make. Woo, child. Y'all better stop playing with me, honey. Stop playing with me. All right, let's get off of that because y'all know I get passionate about the truth. This y'all set us all free, okay? Let me see what y'all saying, honey. Oh, know your words. Tell them again, child of God. Alex says, Shar, can you play an instrument? I wish I could. I'll be here having church, child. What's the what's the thing where the old school churches got the piano thing, but it's not a piano, it's like a what is it called? The organ. Child, I'll be here having church, honey. Glory, hallelujah. So true. Hey Lizzie, what's up? Karma Girl says 100% true. Yes, not backwards. No, ma'am, no ham, no turkey. Okay, ain't nobody doing that. Melody was unrecognized treasure. Ooh, I love it. No, it appears her. Wait a minute. Now it appears her new man recognized. Yes, yes, yes. Well, he has a melody and holds her up rather than pulling her down. And that's what it's about. We ain't in no race. When you down, I help you up. When you down, you help me up. But we forget that we in this together. We ain't in no race. And don't make plans with people behind my back to bring me down. Who does that? You know what I mean? Like we in it together. And no, you can't sit here and talk about my wife while I'm in your presence. If you having a conversation about my wife, you better have it when I ain't nowhere around. Cause I can't imagine sitting back letting somebody talk about mine. We ain't gonna do that because you want to do that on your own time and get somebody else to do it. So Martell dropped the ball in so many different ways, and I believe that people are going to go on, right? People are going to do different things, but Martell, I know I can't wait for his season because he hasn't done it yet, right? He hasn't done it yet. You could tell from based off his cockiness. When he gets to a place where he wants to fall to his knees and run to the altar and reflect on his wrongdoing, oh, what a powerful moment that will be. Amen, sister. Preach, love it. I got you, babe. Shara, I got the drums. Tasha says, I'm here, honey. You just preached your first sermon. Child, I'm trying to make it clear for somebody, honey. Happy Saturday. We just Mel and we are praying for from Kingston, Jamaica. Yes, Sandra, yes, we are. Speak truth, hallelujah, amen. I'm a witness. Thank you, Lord. Yes, Sheila, tell them again. I love somebody that can say, this is my story. Now I live to tell my story. What? I got a story to tell. All right, and we all here for it. Let me see. Okay, you guys are speaking, but God, yes. Yes, yes. Speak says hello, Shar, and everyone. Hello, Miss Linda. Says, hey y'all, I didn't sleep with y'all last night. Yes, Sheila, we ain't sleep with you, child. We ain't sleep with you last night. Lizzie says, hello, everyone in the chat. What's up? Joyce says, yes, you go, Mel. We're happy for you, girl. Yes, we are. Yes, we witnessed it all. She allowed God to guide her. Yes, she did, yo. She knew staying with Martell was blocking her blessings, and the devil loves blocking everything good. Yes, anything that the enemy is going to work extremely hard to keep you from, child, you better know that it's something at the end of that tunnel for you. Okay, because if he keep telling you, don't go, don't do this, don't do that, they ain't gonna receive you, child. You better work extremely hard to hear the opposite because that means that God got something greater for you at the end of the tunnel. Okay, I've been there and I've done it. Victoria says, I absolutely agree. Good evening, everyone. All right, all right, all right. All right, let's see. Let me go all the way to the bottom. As Nina says, come on here, Shar, in the church voice. I got you, honey. I got you. Whose civil rights have Martell ever fought for, or whose community, including his own community, have he given back to yet? This grand idiot getting honored, please. with this grand tight A pants. Cheryl, I don't know. You see, I ain't speak on it yet because I can't even receive the mess. There's some things that people just do for a name and they're going to be held accountable too. Let's just get Martell Hope to do it. But did God point you to Martell Hope? I beg to differ. I beg to differ that God ain't point you that way. Why are you using him? And I'm not saying that God can't use who he wants to. That's not what I'm saying. And I'm not 100% sure because God ain't tell me this. Okay. And I don't want to say Jesus did. But I just don't feel like he's the right man for the job. Hallelujah, preach. Yes, honey. Yes. Okay. Have anyone heard about the parade that Ninja was in today? Was it today, Gwen? I ain't know it was today. Hi, Stephanie. How are you? And welcome to the chat. Welcome to the chat. You just preached your first sermon. Okay, I got it. I got it. I got it. Sure, be teaching and preaching. I be trying to make it plain, honey. I be trying to make it plain. All right, all right, all right. Let's talk about Letitia. Letitia, it's been said, and I don't want to keep tapping into this, guys, because we just don't know, right? So I'm definitely saying allegedly, because we just don't know. We don't know who. I mean, it's been reported that she was on Mel's side, and then we heard that she was on Martell's side, and she's been subpoenaed, and then she did a no call, no show. Lord have mercy. She did a no show, right? I don't know what's the truth to it. I just know that it's a very tricky and dangerous situation. And some things you just got to be careful with the way you want to get your hands dirty. You know what I mean? It's sometimes you put your hands in stuff and it's just a little bit dirt when you wash your hands. But there's going to be other times where you wash your hands and there's a whole lot of dirt. So much dirt you don't even recognize the sink, right? And this kind of situation is one of those dirty, nasty, trifling situations, right? So I hope that she doesn't get in any kind of trouble. But I also hope that she had one of those moments, whether Marceau told her, or Kimmy told her, or Maurice told her, yo, sis, this ain't even something you want to get your hands dirty with, right? Or she had a revelation for herself, like, nah, I'm going to back up because this is too deep in. I pray that is the situation. I don't know it to be true. We don't know why she didn't show up to court, but I do pray that she had a moment of, I'm going to check myself, or somebody around her in her circle had enough respect and love for her to say, nah, sis, this the wrong kind of road you climbing up and you don't need to do that, right? So we know that she didn't show up in the court. I've also heard, which I don't know it to be true, that it's going to be a financial situation that she's going to be subpoenaed to talk about. I don't know it to be true. I'm just saying a couple things that I heard out here on the YouTube streets, right? I heard that Melody's financial records was supposedly subpoenaed. I don't know it to be true. I'm just, stating what I've heard to be out there. And the only reason why I would think that they're trying to get the her financial situation or money situation would be because Martell wants some type of child support for Melody if they got joint custody. Now, different states and laws, are different each place, so I don't know them to the T, so I dare not speak on them. But what I do know is this is another form, if this is the case, because we don't know if it's the case, it's just our opinions, right? If this is the case, it's the wrong road to climb up, right? This woman has been busting her butt, taking care of your children. We've heard her say that she pays tuition by herself, right? And I would say this for any mama, right? If it was Tisha and Marceau was trying to drag her out, or Kimmy and Maurice was trying to drag her out, I would say the same thing. Tiffany and Lou, anybody, right? And Stormy and her dude, I would say the same thing. You have to be careful of the tree you willingly climb up, right? And Martell, on numerous occasions, including now, he has found a way to try to ruffle her feathers when he found out his old technique no longer works, right? So now he knows the closest thing to her will be her children. So if he couldn't get her that way, with posting all these females and what he's doing and how he's doing it, posting all these fake behind events and how he's going to be this and how he's going to be that. If he couldn't get her attention that way, the only thing left for him to do is bother her with her children. And unfortunately, he doesn't care who he's going to drag with him in this situation. He just don't care. He's going to drag anybody he can in this situation. Tisha might be on the witness list. I heard them say that the Fletchers are on a witness list. Alonda is on a witness list. He doesn't care who he drags. He wants the portion of her money. But the slimy part will come in that she don't bother you as far as we know, right? As much as we can see, because we're not a fly on the wall in their homes, right? So as much as we can see, we know that she don't bother him with finances, right? The brother ain't on child support allegedly, right? We know that she don't ask him for nothing. She just pull the straw on her hat and say, done. Okay, God has provided for her, so she has no choice, or she has a choice, but she doesn't have a problem with supporting her children in every way that she needs to, which is hence to why she continues to grind each and every day, right? So we know that to be something. So the slimy part would be is that he doesn't even respect her enough or her position as their mother to say, nah, I ain't even about that. Okay. I ain't even doing that. All right. I tell y'all all the time, you have to respect what somebody done for you in every aspect of life, right? Because there's no need in kicking somebody just so you can get their attention. What is that going to do? I just need to know, what is that going to do? I'm gonna kick you, Melody, because you won't give me no attention. I'm gonna kick you because you wouldn't open your door for me. What is that going to do? Only thing that's going to do is let God, allow her to put on her full armor and get it done, right? So you want money for some kids that we see that you get free tickets to a baseball game for, allegedly, right? Because we don't know. Okay. Allegedly, you taking them to all these free events in Huntsville, and you don't really spend a lot of time and money on them that we can see. Okay. So it's all allegedly because we don't know that to be true. But why would she give you a portion of her money to support the kids that you ain't even supporting yourself? That don't even make sense. So I leave that with that. Tisha, I pray that you had a moment and you like, nah, this is going to get my hands way too dirty. And child, I don't know how I'm going to come back from this. I pray that somebody in your circle told you, nah, sis, don't do that. And you listen because wisdom and knowledge is free and you must tap into it, right? So we praying that you had one of those moments, or maybe you got a flat tire and it prohibits you from getting to the courtroom. Child, we don't know. But what we is saying that we thank God that you did not show up, and we hope that you keep that same energy and attitude, okay? It's a smack in the face because that is the mother of your children and she's doing an awesome job doing so. How dare you reach into the pockets that's feeding your kids? You don't care how you get it. You just like, I'm going to get it. Watch. I'm going to get it. She's going to learn not to divorce me. She's going to learn to be in the same house with me when we're not together. She will learn. I am not to be played with. Boy, bye. Straight sucker. Okay? He needs to get a job. 934 Brandy, what's up? Tell him again, get a job. Okay. Mel, give me a call. I got people that will take care of your problem. Yvette says, I got you, bro. I got you, sis. Bliss says, teach, honey. I got you. Child of God, correct. He's digging a deep hole for himself and is and always does. Okay. They are need to distance themselves from Martell. Yeah, they do. They do, and hopefully, he'll go ahead and melt himself, and they won't have to draw that barrier or put that barrier up. He'll go ahead and distance his own self. Okay, 138 likes and 209 in the chat. Y'all gonna have to do a little bit better than that, honey. A little bit better than that. Lillian says Lily, I don't know where the rest of that message at, but I hope I run into something else. I hope Martell Sir has his sit his butt down. Mel, let me see. Mel, I got some cousins. I got somebody for him, honey. We can get it all done, honey. We can get it all done. Do you think she was called as a witness for Mel? And that's why she did not show. Everyone thinks she was called as a witness for Martell, but it could be for Mel. Absolutely, Deborah. I don't know. That's a good question that you're posing. I don't know. I don't know. I wish I had the answers. I've been, I don't kind of like struggle too much with thinking about these people, but I wanted to know for good content, but I honestly do not know. But yes, you're absolutely right. It could be either way. Child of God, dig one hole, dug two. Yes, yes, ma'am, honey. Starlet says she's scared they may get her there and turn the tables on her mess. And she'll have a whole lot she got to be a witness to, because she witnessed a whole lot. Start with those BMWs, but it's all allegedly, in my opinion. You better say that. I got you, babes. I got you. Hello, family, peace and blessings to all. I can appreciate you, Starlet. What's up? YouTube Cube says, hey, Shard, chat. Can hotel vote ATM? Bye, YouTube Cube. Don't start no stuff. It won't be no stuff. What says, is it Selma? Hey Shar, Victoria, wait a minute, victory for Melody and her family. Yes, absolutely. Hello, Shar in chat. What's up, you better make it do what it do, what it do. Yes, this morning. Okay, Simma. I can't say it, guys, but y'all know what y'all saying. Selma, Simma, something of that nature. Sheila says, hello, Shar and everyone. Shar, you better be teaching and preaching. I got you, babes. I got you. Hallelujah, hallelujah, and preach. Let me see. Did I read this one? Okay, I read that one. All right, I just want to make sure I don't miss too much while we moving along, because we got a whole agenda, honey. Hit that like button on your way in. Thank you, Yvette. Make it do what it do, what it do. Lizzie says, I heard she was on the list for Martell. Wow. Martell forgets that Melody filed a police report let me see where you at. A police report for that he's been hacking her phone and has done it more than once. That's a federal crime and will be investigated. He can be in a lot of trouble. Yes, ma'am, he can. What's stopping him from working is because he wants all his time to chase women and jump from bed to bed. You ain't never lie. You ain't never lie. Say it again. That's what I get from it. What's up, Tandra? Make it do what it do, what it do. Oh man, honey. Hey everyone. Chicago in the house. What's up? Are you near the Chicago PD what is it, studio? Let me know, honey, because that is my show. Okay, they be getting busy. I need to know what's up. What's up? All right, all right, all right. Let's move along. Wait a minute. Lisa says, I would just pray for Mel and the children. I hope she is able to move out of Huntsville and have peace. I think that would be an awesome, great start for her. You don't know, Lord, sis. CR, what's up, babe? Please hit the like button. Sheila says, thank you, thank you, thank you. Child of God says, please get the likes. Thank you. Marty Marr is an idiot. ADR in the building. Check and click the like button. Thank you, honey. Thank you. Yvette Bell says he needs to get a job. Yes. ASAP, honey. Yes, yes, yes. Good evening. Okay, please take a moment to highlight your like icon, share, and notify others to activate their channel's viewing algorithm. Thank you. All right, let's move along. Let's see who else is on our agenda. Okay, let's see. Let's make sure we ain't miss no love. Oh, let's back up. This is a little bit old news, but I'm going to talk about it because it's here. Okay, Miss Ariana's in her feelings. Okay, and basically she played a little bit Brandy. All right, and she says basically, he hurt her feelings over and over and over and over again. Okay, so she's in her feelings. We can only assume that she's talking about Marty Marr, okay? Because who else is messing with an area, okay? And we know this guy that and this is all our opinion because we don't know. I ultimately pray that she moves on from Martell. She gets the healing that she needs, and she moves on from Martell because it's just a joke for me, right? I don't want him for her or nobody else, honestly. Okay, I want her to do some healing, some self searching, and definitely get to a point where she's able to accept her for who she is, and she'll get with somebody that accepts her equally. Okay, so she says maturing is letting people think whatever they want to think, because let me see, move this comment off the screen because I can't see the rest of it. Okay. Okay, because maturing is letting people think whatever he wants or they want to think, because who gives a f? Okay, now listen, that means you've been watching YouTube, okay? You've been watching YouTube and you've been, watching. So you like, they can think whatever they want to think. I ain't going to address it. I'm just going to go off the limb and say that Martell told you don't say nothing because you value what Martell think of you. You value what Martell say about you, and you do what Martell tells you to do. Only how you fly off the deep end if he ain't giving you enough gas money, in my opinion, for the week. He ain't getting your nails and feet done for the week, child, or he ain't come past your house this week and he stayed in Atlanta too long with Chirac. That will be the only time that you don't speak on nothing, okay? So now you want to tell us that you are just letting people think what they want to think because you don't have time for that. I beg to differ. I think you got a whole lot of time. I think that if you didn't have time, you wouldn't be over there on YouTube chasing YouTube comments and commentary about you to even make this comment. That's just my opinion because unbothered people don't even post that they bother. Child, listen, you better get yourself in the game and recognize it, honey. But she says that she don't care what y'all think. All right. So I say that she's in her feelings and she mad again about something. And she says, every time I trust you, here you go hurting me all over again. Child, you gonna need to get it together. I'm so tired of these punk A boys trying to live off their ex-wife spousal support. Yes, yes, yes. Who said that? Donna D. Yes, yes, yes. I agree. I agree, but I don't know if it's like the world that we live in today because my step pop would have never. My mom didn't want for nothing. You hear me? My mom was the pleasant, nicest person you ever want to come across, but my mom be popping off, right? So my step pop, he didn't care if she popped off. I guess he liked that about her. He took care of my mama. I don't know where those kind of guys are now. You know what I mean? Because I've heard of downfalls. I talk about that all the time. I heard of downfalls. I heard about getting yourself up and we're gonna stand together. But that's only because you've been taking care of me all these years. I have no choice but to step in no choice but to step in and and take care of you when you're down, because you did all that for me all of these years. And when you get up, we're gonna praise God together. You know what I mean? But this randomly just coming in taking care of people, Jesus ain't say that was for me, honey. Jesus ain't say that was for me. Chilla, thank you for the $20 super sticker. God is working through you, Shar. Shine on and be obedient. I can appreciate that. I definitely received that. TB says, "Hey y'all, what's up? Make it do what it do, what it do." Tanja says, "Thank you, Sheila." Yep, because of the trial, he told her to lay low. Yeah, we know that already, yo. We already know. And I'm sorry I'm sniffling y'all ear, but if y'all was here in the beginning, I said that I'm sick. So I really cannot help it, and I'm sorry. Tony, this says, "I wish we would stop giving side chicks any publicity. Ignore the stupid things they say. It was just ignore them. They will wither away. Ice them out." I agree, Donna D. I agree. Say it louder for the people in the back in the bushes. That's right, child of God. They don't make them anymore. Tell them again. I don't know where they at. Like, cause my step pop took care of my mama. My mama had an attitude problem. I was like, dang, mom, cut him a break. I'm gonna be who I am, and ain't nobody gonna stop me. Okay. God rest her soul. All right. But that's a little bit tea on Ariane. Let's see who else we have. I thought I had something. Oh yeah, shout out to Mel again, guys, for this Sheen magazine that for featuring her, right? So we thank you. That's an awesome experience as well. I meant to add that in earlier when we talked about her. So shout out to her for that. Um, where is the message from Stormy? I wanted to pull that up, and I don't even think that I dropped it here. Man, oh man, oh man. But Stormy basically in the YouTube streets again, okay, and she basically was saying that she does not basically it bugs her so much that people don't know the difference between her what is it, her business page and her regular page. And that tells me that she definitely was watching YouTube as normal, because she don't want to take the break that she thinks she needs to take. Okay, we know you need to take a break. You gotta sit down and relax, sis. But Stormy basically wrote that post saying that because people on YouTube, including myself, has said, "Sis, this is unprofessional. It's not a good look." And here's the thing, whether it was on your business page or your personal page, those pages are similar. So when you type in Candace Beauty at all, that one other page is going to pop off, and they're going to see all the negative comments and negative content that you put out. So you really want that kind of image on your business. So don't be smart with your responses talking about something. It bugs your nerves that people don't know the difference between your business page and personal page. Girl, they're similar, which means that if I Google you, they're both going to pop up, and I'm going to see the disgustingness of this one page. So what you should do is, if you don't want them to be affiliated, change the name of your personal page. Maybe put Storm as your name. Maybe they won't associate each other. So just figure it out. Okay. You're being smart, talking about people don't know the difference. Girl, what should bug you is that you got so much energy and time for YouTubers or bloggers or people in the chat, in the comments. Girl, you want smoke, say you want smoke. I know I ain't here to give it to you. I ain't got no problems. Okay, I ain't got no problems. Prayers and congrats to Melody. Absolutely. I think Martell was adding people without their consent. His little brain thought he had secured the hate for Mel with these people, and they would be on his side for whatever. Wow, Denise, that might be true. Linda says, Sheila Williams, thank you for, okay, thank you. Yep, thank you, Ms. Linda. ADR says, sloppy. There we go, ADR. Let me slow down. Let me get my little nostrils in order. I got you. Hold on, ADR. Sloppy goats, where you at? Hold on, I got you. Goats and curry. I look at her now, and in my head, I hear a song. I'm not living without. Girl, ADR, I knew you was coming, honey. I'm not living without you. I don't want to be free. I'm staying. I'm staying. You can't make me go nowhere. You can't make me go nowhere. You and you and you. I'm going to. ADR, I already knew what time it was. As soon as I saw your name, stop playing with me. Oh man, Joyce, I think I read this one, but hey Shar Miles in chat. What's up, Joyce? Follow Shar on Facebook at Healthy Living with Shar. Thank you, Tangent, for that uplift. I appreciate you. They don't make them anymore. Okay, I read that one. ADR be having me laughing, honey. I had no, wait a minute. I had one, unfortunately. He passed 18 months ago. My best friend. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. That sucks. Wow. My soulmate treated me like a queen. Miss him so much. Married 35 and a half years together for 40. Wow. God bless you. Hardy, dang, God bless you. Man, we're praying for you. I know that had to be tough. I think my sister and her husband been together for I might be wrong, but it's either 17 or 19 years. It's almost it's a blessing to watch them for when they first started out and they were so young and but they always had a good relationship. But to watch them now just kind of have no type of pressure, and they just do it so diligently. She probably don't even know I'm watching her, but I can respect it. So I definitely, but I know that I've took several seats backwards because he's doing what he's supposed to do. Me and my sisters are very close, so sometimes we tend to jump in there and overstep boundaries. When you have a husband, it's important that we step back and allow them to do that. She recently, not recently, but maybe about a year or so, she had some type of minor surgery done, and it hurted my heart to sit back and let him be the husband that he is. Okay, but I did. I called, I checked, but I let him be who who God equipped him to be. And that's what we have to know, how to step back and trust that people that God has put in their lives is going to do the job. So shout out to them. But so I definitely understand that, and we are definitely lifting you up in prayers. That got to be like crazy, impossible. We definitely lifting you up. Ms. Linda says, "Congratulations, Melanie. Pretty accountant. Hi, she's the face of her brand, so they will always enter why she isn't going to be satisfied until she loses her business fooling around with Love and Marriage Huntsville. Stamp it. I felt that in my shot. Okay, I stamp it. All right." Hey, Tanja and Lizzie and Ms. Linda, U2Q says she allegedly sent. Wait a minute, where it go? Mold to her custom. Woo! Wait a minute, my hair hurt. Hold on. Customers, but she had. Really? Wow, U2Q. That's news to me. I ain't hear that one. Y'all know I be in these streets, but I ain't hear that one. Wow. Tanja says, "Chat if your views are alleged or your opinion. Let us know it in the chat. I mean in the comments. Thank you, Tanja." Lily says, "Hey, Lee." ADR says, "Lewis, that's real belated condolence slash support. Thank you. Beautiful article. Look at the elevation. Absolutely." Lee is saying, "Hey, ADR. All right, guys, let's move along. We are on schedule, and I'm loving it. I am loving it. Let's see who else we got out here. Whoo, child. Okay, that was that. All right. So if you guys did not notice, let's talk a little bit about these people here. Okay. Drew Sador and Ralph has officially filed for divorce. When it first came out, I'm just recapping because I'm sure you guys are all up on this story, but we got some more tea to add to it. Okay. When the story first came out, it's been alleged that Ralph filed for divorce from her first. Quickly after, it's been reported by TMZ that that story is not true, that an hour before Ralph filed, that Drew went and filed first. Anybody that watched the narrative or the way Drew glaze over top of her husband, we know that she wouldn't have just went out and filed for this divorce willingly. Okay. We know that it just wouldn't have happened. All right. So something drastic that she probably was trying to get in front of, happened, and she tried to get in front of it before it was exposed, which we can dig it, right? So long story short, that's been exposed. Then Drew came out, and Drew was saying, that is more to the story. You guys just don't know why I got rid of him, right? Or why I wanted the divorce from him. Um, so this is what the article says, and this comes from TMZ. Let's read it together, guys. It says Real Housewives of Atlanta star Drew Sidora accused her husband of cheating and abused in a divorce filing. Okay, she said Drew Sidora is laying out exactly what she is calling it, why she is calling it quits, with her estranged husband Ralph Pittman, accusing him of cheating, abuse, and messing with her fiance. Finances. Sorry. And in a minute amended divorce complaint obtained by TMZ, Drew says she simply cannot take Ralph's continued blatant disrespect and mental abuse any longer. Okay, she says that she goes on to accuse Ralph of being a serial cheater, not the cheater, sis. During their marriage, even claiming some of the women he's alleged had affair with had rubbed it in her face, sending her screenshots of their sex with Ralph. Not the screenshot, sis. You better shut up. Okay. That's not all. Drew also says Ralph has recently gotten physical with her. Oh, he got hands too. See, it's all no. Let's hold on. Physical with her, claiming last month he grabbed her phone out of her hand, causing her to fall to the floor. She says Ralph yelled at her, saying he pays the cell phone bill, so the phone belongs to him. No, sir, it don't. No ham, no turkey, no bacon. Okay, when you bought it for me, it became mine. But let's continue. She says when Ralph got physical aggressive, she even considered leaving Atlanta and flying with her three minor children to Chicago, where they feel safe. Okay. She also says that at one point he withdrew a large sum of money from her account. Ooh, not tapping the account, baby. Drew says she and Ralph tried counseling, but it didn't work. In fact, she states after leaving counseling session, Ralph asked her to give him a heads up before filing for divorce, and that no matter what, he let her file first. Interestingly enough, both Drew and Ralph filed for divorce on the same day, February 27th. She beat him by just 1 hour in filing, Drew asking for primary physical and joint legal custody of their two kids. We reached out to Ralph. So far, no word back. Okay. Now, I just wanted to put that out there because when we talked about it the other day, we just basically was like, ooh, something might have happened. Maybe he cheated. But Drew laid it out there. And I want to say that, and we're going to get to the incident that happened prior, like, so hold on 1 second, guys. All right. So we're gonna get to the incident that happened with old girl Mimi, okay? But definitely we want to address these things that he got going on, which means that he's abusive allegedly, because that's what she said, not us, right? That he's controlling allegedly because she said that and not us, right? We also see that Drew's sister has came out and says that Ralph had every reason to cheat on her because she's lazy, she can't cook, she wants to party. She's not a great mother. This is what the assistant came out and said. If you guys are looking for that video, go watch the House of Aaron. He has that video there. And the assistant is saying all these things about her. I don't know them to be true. I don't know her to personally. I just say that it's mighty funny to me when you want to leave. She the same parent she was when you was in the house. Now it's something you want to leave, and now she's the gutter of the gutter moms. I don't make that make sense. You trusted her while you was going to get your ding ding sucked. You trusted her while you was out here just doing every time Dick and Harry. You trusted her when you was taking vacations with other women allegedly, but you can't trust her now that the divorce has been filed. Make that make sense. It doesn't make sense to me. So you have to make it make sense. Now, if you had a problem when y'all was together with her parenting, right? That means that you would have booked a nanny, a full-time nanny, right? Where Drew would have been watched and you known your kids was okay. That means while you was over here in different states and different hotels, you would have booked a full-time nanny, or you would have put your kids somewhere else and hired somebody else to watch them in another hotel room, right? That's what people do that's worried about their spousal parenting skills, okay? But you weren't too worried because you still seemed to climb up and cuckoo that you ain't had no business in, and you wasn't too worried because you still seemed to control her knowing that you wasn't supposed to, and you wasn't too worried because you had two kids with her, so how worried was you? You know what I mean? So don't do that. Now you want all this custody and stuff. Bye, please. Okay. I don't know what happened in your relationship, whether she was a good parent or she wasn't. I don't know if you cheated or she cheated, but I do believe, I do, bro. I believe that you somehow was over there testing the water in another water. Okay. I believe that because we saw you take vacations and tell her you ain't got no business to tell her I was down the street at a nearby hotel. What's wrong with your house, bro? Your house don't work no more. You ain't got no TV. You ain't got no water. Like, what would be the reason why you went to another hotel? Okay, and come to find out, you was talking about you was in Florida. Okay, listen, I'm gonna need you to figure it the hell out and get your story together. No wonder he ain't got no comment because he know once he comment, Drew gonna start dropping those receipts. Okay. Long story short, shout out to DJ Richie Sky for capping this because this morning I woke up and I had so many DMs in my inbox and people was telling me, yo, Mimi out here messing with Ty. I said, Ty, what? I mean, Drew out here messing with Ty. I said, Ty, who? Mimi? Child, listen. She like girly girls. I need to know. Okay, so this is the picture breaking news that Mimi posted. Okay, This is what Mimi posted. Ooh, child. She posted this, okay? And then I was searching some more, and DJ Richie Sky popped up, and he was trying to make logic of the reason why Mimi, who is not with Ty, but they probably smashing on and off, you know what I mean, would be so bothered and post this picture trying to be messy. So then when he did his research and looked a little further more, he says that they was just out at Ralph's birthday party celebrating like rock stars, okay? He says they was out here getting it in. He says, so I don't understand what will be the problem, you know what I mean? What will be the issue? They was just having a good old time. I said, I agree, because I'm looking at the birthday pictures and they just looked happy, right? We see that they was just celebrating her daughter's birthday and they was over there dancing it up. And the birthday, she was backing it up on her husband, child. They was doing some things together, okay? So even on Valentine's Day, she presented him with a Netflix, what is it, Super Dad or something like that, flowers, and I thought that was amazing. His smile was speechless and stuff like that. So they were floating, even though they probably had that little stuff going on behind the scenes. I'm not saying that, right? Because everything that glitter is definitely not gold, right? But nothing drastic really happened that we could talk about. So when DJ Richie Sky pulled it up, he found the full complete picture, not the one that Mimi cropped, and here we are. Okay. Ooh, 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 ooh. That's it. So Mimi, it wasn't just a picture with her and Ty, but we know that Drew possibly does like the other team or the same team rather yet, right? Possibly being the way she wanted some of Portia. Okay. When she was over there tapping over there, we remember that episode. We ain't gonna talk too much about it because I don't want nobody coming after me. Okay, but she was trying to test the water that day they went on that vacay, but we're gonna talk about it another time. Okay, so but this is the original picture. It wasn't just them two. So I have to ask myself, using wisdom and knowledge is free, what was your point or what was your reason for cropping these folks out of the picture? To make us, one, know that they are sleeping around and messing around, or two, to spin the narrative. Maybe there isn't nothing going on, but you feel like it because of the way she was holding Drew in this picture. But she also got a hand around another young lady in this picture, right? So it isn't just Drew that she has her, and if you go back on Drew's page, Drew was backing it up on Ralph. Okay, so I heard people say that Ralph was feeling left out based off of the way Tay and her was acting. I don't know, because Drew was up under Ralph that whole night. At least for what we were allowed to see. She was backing it up on him. She made him a center of attention. There was pictures all around the whole party. So I don't know what would possess and what was the motive of Mimi becoming so bothered by this full picture and cropping it out like nobody can go and see the real picture. Okay, not knowing that Drew would still have the picture up, or maybe she did know, but she figured, I'm just going to expose y'all. Now, Mimi, you got a couple of things you need to go deal with, because even with the woman, you just still can't get it together. They just keep cheating on you, sis. You're gonna have to go do some inner searching, because something ain't right. And to each his own. Whatever works for you works. But you're gonna have to do some inner searching, because there's a reason why nobody don't stay, and there's also a reason why you keep staying past your limitation. Girl, when it's rotten, smell it and move the hell on. Why are you still there? I need to know. The fact that you don't have a problem with still being there when it's rocky. See, this is the thing. You have to learn how to move the hell on from somebody when you're not with them. Ain't no dibbling dabbling backwards, okay? You don't get the taste of cookie that no longer yours. It just don't work like that. When I'm done with you, I'm done. Ain't no tasting and nibbling and can I see? Ain't none of that. All right. So we have to learn how to let things go. And the feelings for Mimi that comes in from Mimi, in my opinion, would be when she lets Tay keep coming and going, coming and giving, going. Of course, you're gonna have a problem thinking she with everybody. You probably searching the social media. Oh, you was out with her. Oh, you girl. I'm gonna need you to find something else to do with your time. Let me see what y'all saying in the comments. Woo, child. Who is Mimi and Tay? Ty. They from Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. And Mimi is Stevie's ex girlfriend. And they have a child together. So, and Ty is Mimi's ex fiance. All right. Let me see. Let me see. Okay, you guys are telling. All right, all right, all right. Let me see if I can go. Let me go all the way down. Stevie, long time. Okay, you guys are telling who she is. And Drew was saying allegedly that her husband been cheating allegedly for the longest, finding text messages from women allegedly. Sure, I believe it. He looked like he can just like he's a womanizer, in my opinion, right? He looks like it. I believe it. She just stayed way too long. And then see, this is the thing. When you're not giving your spouse what they need, and I'm not making it okay. That's not what I'm saying. It's not okay to go step out there on your spouse. But sometimes they think their stuff don't stink. And I wrote it, the other day. Sometimes we be the big fools to think that you home twiddling your thumb, but you'll be the bigger fool to think that somebody else that she's waiting for you. And I mean that. She ain't waiting for you, and we know you ain't home twiddling your thumb. Okay, because what's good for the goose is good for the gander. Now, spiritually, no, we can't do that, right? But you can't think that your stuff don't stink so much that she won't eventually go ahead and step out. You don't know. Some of them lonely nights you left her while you was in different hotels, allegedly, she probably got lonely and was like, I'm gonna get something from somebody somewhere, child. Listen. She is okay, you guys are telling where she is. Let me send Mimi needs to deal with her issues. Whoops, that's what I just said. Okay, got you. I don't watch Love and Hip Hop show, but I do know Stevie J. Got you, Lee. Um, if your views are alleged in your opinion, let us know. For each comment in the comments are not facts. They will be removed. Thank you. Good evening, everyone. Good evening, Olivia. What's up? Nigga, do what they do, what they do. I'm still married to Faith Evans. Yeah, and that's another thing. Why y'all keep going back? They acting like Princess and Ray J. Child, listen, if it ain't work after all these years, child, he ain't gonna change it. Neither the hell is anything in his pants. Move the hell along. Y'all play too many games with your lives. Freedom is free. Be free. I don't know if it's final or not. Got you. Mimi has a parental and it's and insecurities. Yeah, I believe so. I believe so. I can agree with you. I can agree with you. Okay, got you. I don't. Okay, 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 okay. Let's see what y'all saying. Why expose someone you are no longer with? Move on and leave them alone. Just ridiculous. Uh, Gardens now. Say it again. Make it plain for the ones in the back that got a problem with rejection. Okay, move along and do it swiftly, okay? Because you in my way. I'm trying to get to something. All right, listen. Say it again. Okay. Okay, you guys are saying who she is. Stevie's ex. Okay, all right. The Photoshop is going around. Ask Tisha and Marcel. They have been doing it this week for a storyline. What, Patricia E? See, it takes too much time and energy, honey. It's too much. Okay, you guys are telling who she is. Okay, somebody speak on who is this person in the shades. Child, they going crazy over the tongue. I'm just saying, honey. As a broken bitter person and do and is in my opinion, okay, um is that a lady? lee Lee, it's a lady, Lee, it's a lady. And I think she used to play basketball overseas. I think so, child. Listen, you can't tell, but go on the page of Mimi. She's all over there. You ain't gonna be able to tell. I don't believe that Drew was doing that. I think Mimi was just reaching, trying to find out who Ty messing with. Could be Gene, because I don't understand the purpose of photoshopping or cutting somebody out or cropping somebody out like you can't go look for the original. It's crazy to me. Acting like men are out to attack women. Ralph is another Martell. I'm glad you said it because I was thinking the same exact thing, Patricia E. Ralph is another Martell looking for a woman to take care of him, but he got lost with Ariana. Sheree needs a storyline. Yep. But they say Ralph making the money. They said Drew ain't got no money. That's what they said. So Drew, what you want to need to do is not be stupid. Like I want to fight for my husband. I want to be married to my husband. Girl, we know you ain't got no prenup. Or maybe you do. Maybe he did make you sign one. Girl, go get your child support and just move the hell along. Okay. At least you come out with something. All right. In my opinion, Ralph did not deserve Drew. Not did wait a minute, not did Kevin deserve Wendy. Oh yeah. Nor did Kevin deserve Wendy. Wait a minute. Nor did Kevin deserve Wendy. Last but not least, Martell does not deserve Melody. Lee, you better say it again. And you right about it. In my opinion, at Tangent, I totally agree. Okay. Woke people see Satan's destruction of mankind in the mix, males professing to be women and women wanting to be men. Mm. Tell them again, Tanja. I'm saying I love like-minded people in the chat, people that can understand this is what the Bible says. I love it. Okay, 254 watching and 200 likes. Get these likes to match. Y'all almost there though. I'm proud of y'all. At DR and Martell is singing. I keep forgetting we're not in love anymore. I keep forgetting things will never be the same again. Um, Listen, Denise, I don't know that song, but I can try to get the rhythm for you. I think I got skills a little bit. Ralph the same man, disappearing for 3 to 4 days. Hell nah, ain't believing him on her parenting. Me either. And that assistant was singing like a bird, honey. In my opinion, not Africa. Yes, honey. If she was doing now that she was depressed, he probably put in deep depression. Yeah, Gene, I agree. Ralph is working. He is working Drew. Yep, working the hell out of it, honey. Listen, that's my time, checkmates. I'm actually about what 10 minutes over, but that's my time. You guys have made it comfortable for me. I love you, checkmates times 10. You guys have been amazing. Woman needs to observe males, learn their background and family history before giving their heart. Facts. Sure, we all like minded in this chat, and I can respect it. That's why when they tell me that this ain't for me, I be like, y'all lying. Okay, God ain't say that because I got people that's thinking just like me in my chat. Probably about 75% of my chat is saved. Okay, and I can appreciate that. Don't tell me what God got for me. Okay. Um, that's the subject. So tell it again, child of God. Subject for a whole nother day. Always Sharks chat are always smooth. I try to make it that way. Cage all of himself. He's such a mental case. In our opinion. All right. In a casket, sharp suit with patient pleather shoes. Listen. ADR. I ain't see him looking too sharp lately. He's struggling a little bit, in my opinion. Okay. Listen, that's my time, guys. I know. I blew somebody's mind today. This is something that you wanted to hear. This is something that you wanted to see. It wasn't something you were able to digest. But however, in life, you must make a choice. And sometimes the choice hurt more than moving the heck alone. We must be comfortable enough with moving along and letting things be where they are. I love you on your way out. It's been real, guys. Do 4 things for me. Meet me in the comment section if you aren't already there. Hit the like button, turn your notification on, and subscribe. Bye.